Another mild week of weather ahead with outbreaks of rain. It remains unsettled with more wet and windy weather in the forecast. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain. Maybe you just thought you were having a summer holiday because around about 80 miles away in Kinlochew yesterday, I think I would be the same as Susanna. I would politely say thank you and sit down so as not to make a fuss.
Say politely.
I always will say to any younger person, if there are no seats and I'm standing, but somebody looks like they would need it, I would say, do you want to give them a seat?
Yeah.
Always.
So you would be slightly...
Well, I hope I'm not an older lady, Richard.
Fox on email has
ever recorded in January, not just the highest temperature in Scotland, but the highest temperature in the UK. And it was a whopping 19.6 degrees in Celsius. So 19.6 was about 1.3 degrees above the previous record. So it smashed the previous record. But why did it happen? It's down to this thing called the Föhn effect. And it's basically how air, one side of a mountain is warmer than the other. So air comes towards a mountain. It can't go around it because it's so big, so it's forced to rise quickly. And in doing so, it it cools rapidly, it condenses rapidly, it makes cloud. At the top of the mountain, you get rain, and then once it's rained, it has extra energy, and then it warms quickly. And it comes down the other side, it's cloud-free, plenty more sunshine, and that makes it warm further. So you can have a difference in temperature of about 20 degrees from one side to the other. So some people are asking, is this record temperature to do with climate change? One day without a study, it's hard to say. But 7 of our 12 months have seen record temperatures in the last 20 years for warm, and it's 28 years you have to go back to have a record cold. So yes, Kinlochew in Scotland, 19.6. This is higher than the average summer temperature, record-breaking yesterday because of the Föhn effect. And another thing you'll be looking out for over the next few days is sand from the Sahara, because it is set to move its way towards the UK. The satellite image picks out, you can make it out just here, lots and lots of sand from the Sahara in the satellite picture, and it is all heading its way towards the UK. So we're slowly set to see that big bank of dust and sand west of Africa from the Sahara heading its way towards us. And it will do two things. First of all, if you've washed your car this weekend, which many people will have done because of the warmth and the sunshine, it will deposit itself on us. It will slowly move towards the UK, but it will also give some beautiful sunrises and sunsets as we head through the next few days. So that is what it will be. Now, weather-wise, at the moment, it's a mixed bag across the country, a band of heavy rain for central areas where we have a warning, but either side, it is dry. So wet for southern Scotland, northern England, North Wales this morning, and this zone of rain stays here all day. It is cloudy, it is wet, a miserable one with a warning for heavy rain. But to the north and south of it, some decent sunshine, and yet again, another mild day ahead. Good morning to you. Our roller coaster weather for January continues into next month. Weather fronts are queuing up in the Atlantic. They bring a spell of rain for today and for tomorrow, and then later on this week, it's isobars strengthening across the northwest, the wind's picking up here, warnings for wind, and it's a bit of a north-south divide for the end of the week. Northern areas closer to lower pressure, wetter windy conditions, southern areas closer to higher pressure, meaning it's drier and brighter. But here's how it looks for today. We have a band of heavy rain for central areas. Either side of that, it is looking dry. So the latest satellite radar picks out an awful lot of cloud, another mild start to the day for many of us, and a band of rain for northern areas of England, southern Scotland and North Wales. And this band of rain sits here all day long. So a warning from the Met Office for northern England, and this rain is set to be heavy as we head through the day, lasting into tomorrow as well. So under this zone of cloud and rain, a disappointing day, 9, maybe 10 degrees at the very best. North of here, plenty of sunshine for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but England and Wales to the south and east, fairly cloudy, but yet again it is mild. So what wins out as we head through the next 7 days? So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook, where our weekend is in view. And we start across the north of the UK first of all. So it's Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, pretty much leads northwards is where this area represents. This is our average temperature, a little below it for the next few days, but way above average as we head through the rest of the working week. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north of the UK. Well, hit and miss for today. There's that band of rain through northern England, southern Scotland. Drier for tomorrow, but the end of the week into the weekend, it looks set to turn wetter. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Well, temperature-wise, we still remain way above average all week long, avoiding those nighttime frosts with largely cloudy skies. Percentage chance of rainfall, well, it will be largely dry through southern areas, but it will also be very cloudy, and later on into the weekend, thick enough for some outbreaks of rain and drizzle.